and Alessandro Serenetti. We haven't had an opportunity yet to say that Rob Dodge's cup of karting joy overflows, although he's spending a Sunday at Forest Edge, so he's a happy chappy. His man, Alessandro Serenetti, starts on the outside of row 8, along just in front of his teammate, Spanish lady Maya Wu. Then it is Lewis Gilbert. Ooh, another double, potentially. So 2 drivers in this field have already got 1 Kart Masters title. Their names, Gilberts for the Persistence Motorsport team on the outside of row 8. Stephen Dixon and Caden McQueen on row 10. Then Dragon Wagon, the Dragon Wagon of Dragon Pinsent, rolls off from the inside of row number 11 alongside Tyler Reed, privateer driver. Freddie Simpson, Stacey and Max Barnett on row 12. Caleb Marshall and Tom Nippers from the foreign land known as Newport in South Wales starts on the outside of row 13, and he's got for company, they've let 2 of them out of Gwent for the weekends. Ewan Long starts on the inside of row 14 alongside Matthew Hudson. You can tell him from Cardiff. Oakley Pryor and Alex Lloyd. Alex Lloyd, the B final winner this morning, starts 30th. Now, he didn't finish 30th. There must have been some form of post-race issue. But Lloyd, the Dan Holland team, starts on row 15. Levi Lintokanto from Finland for Evolution Racing. And Reggie Dewey, again, Reggie finished much higher than 32nd on the road, and that will fire the number 66 privateer driver up, no doubt. Alfie Prince and Ben Hodge on row 17, Aaron Brown and Blake Anglis, the last 2 drivers to start. Now there goes Cav Robinson's horn again, and he's got an extra grid girl, so I'm not surprised there was a second or 2 to the horn. There was a time where virtually every driver at Kart Masters had their own grid girl. Someone at Fusion didn't get the memo. And there we go. Now, Harry Thompson sits and has a chat. Last couple of words of advice with his mechanic. And there is the signal. Engines are fired. This could be one of the best races. And I use the word could advisedly, because we have had flashes of superb racing in this class this weekend. However, we've also had flashes of 36 young teenagers in a mood. Which will we get now? The temperature has dropped quite considerably. Still dark clouds over the circuit. All 36 drivers are on the rolling lap. So you will never see more than this amount of karts on this circuit any one time in a legally sanctioned race. This is the maximum that we are permitted to start here. Morgan Porter led the standings after the heats. In the 4 heats, the wins went to Louis Westover, took 3 of them, and Morgan Porter took 4, but then Harry Thompson won the pre-final. Porter in that number 46 kart, and Gilbert in the number 29, who's back out the way. They are already Kart Masters champions this year. Here we go. Smoke billowing. Army engines, 30 drivers, head towards turn number 1. Hold your breath and breathe as they all emerge safely from the other side. Now, the next challenge is to get them off the bridge. Leaders are through cleanly and down the hill. Well, there's another obstacle overcome. Into hairpin number 1 now. Thompson leading from Westover, and that's 10, 12, 15, 20, 25, 36 drivers all safely accounted for. Next flashpoint, the second hairpin. And a little bit of couple of little bits of, bumping and barring at the back, but the concertina effect of first lap all sorted. Rounds they go. Thompson and Westover lead to the Mike Wilson complex, and I'm looking to one eye on the screen as I watch Westover follow Thompson on to the start finish straight, one eye on the marshalling post. Yellow flag, stay down. Oakley Pryor gets a warning flag. But that was the first lap, and well done, because some of these 36 drivers, well, let's say they'd been put on a naughty step after the last couple of weeks, but that is very, very good. Now, we've got to do 13 and a half more minutes of that, plus a lap, gentlemen and ladies. Westover leads. Thompson second, Porter third. No, it's White second. Westover, White, Porter, Thompson, then a gap to Chesterton. Behind Chesterton, Gian, Mills, Birry, Kilner, and Wilkinson. Top 10. In this field, we got, well, last year we had the drivers in this race, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them raced in last year's Grand Prix. The best finisher amongst them was actually Matthew Birry. No, it was Mario Mills, who finished 8th in last year's Grand Prix. Porter to the inside of White. White on the outside of the bridge, managed to hold on. Westover continues to lead. Now Porter dives at the inside, and Thompson follows him through. White down to 4th. These 4 breaking clear already from Gian, and in fact now it's Chesterton into 5th with Kilner 6th, Gian 7th, Mills 8th, Birry 9th, and that is Alessandro Saranetti. He lives in Stratford upon Avon, but he is originally from Italy. Through the Mike Wilson complex, there's Mario Mills, number 19, JM Racing, the whole team based here at the circuit. On to the start-finish straight. Westover and Porter. Now, as a team boss, you try and coach your driver, you try and give the driver every tool that they need to win. Nothing can give the driver the tools they need to win like winning a GP plate and then an hour later going out for another race that you know you are quick in. So Morgan Porter will be full of vim and vigour, hopefully not too much, but he will be bursting with confidence because he knows he can win one of these races. The only other driver that know they can win a Grand Prix is Harry Thompson. And there is a battle. There is the Project One car. I think it's Ben Fayer's Mustangs at the inside of one of the Litchfield carts. They're too wide through the Mike Wilson complex. That is, and then there's 2 of the Barrett Racing carts, I believe. Johnny and Sean Butcher behind them. Really, really close racing. And so far, everybody accounted for. The leaders come down the hill. Westover, Porter, Thompson, and then White. White to the inside of Thompson. So, we have KSR versus M Sport versus Coles versus Fusion. Thompson back at the inside of White around the second hairpin. Behind them, then Cole Kilner. 698 Racing heading towards the front. So, in terms of the teams in the paddock, we've had a Virtus Motorsport have taken their first GP plate. Persistence, showing that persistence pays off. They've taken their first GP plate. Now 698 race. With Cole Kilner, they think, let's go and try and do the same. Round the banking. There goes number 30 car of Angus Mooredale through the shot. There's Ben Fayer's number 14 Project One car, and there is the number 22 Tooley Motorsport car making a move off the bridge. That is a place gain for Tyler Reid. And the lead changed again. Morgan Porter now moves into top spot. It is Thompson second, Westover third, and his kart spinning on the short chute. We've got 2 karts on the grass. Oh, look, they're doing a Tom Croydon, driving the wrong way. No, that's all right. They've turned around. They're on their way again. Just going to be qualifying in the Porter now under pressure. Thompson sweeps up the inside into turn number 1. Makes the move stick. On to the banking. Westover and White right there. And Louis Westover make the lunge at turn 4 on Morgan Porter, and I think he did that because he could see Cole Kilner, Tyler Cheston and Mario Mills closing in. We did have a 4-car breakaway. We've now got 2, 4, 6, 7 in a line, and Porter regains 3rd place. White 4th, Kilner 5th, 6th is Chesterton. Make that Chesterton into the top 5. I would advise anybody who's got a driver from about 8th place on back, just look away now, because there's still 3 wide wherever possible. Matt Gian and Johnny Wilkinson have recovered. We still have 36 karts running, with Wilkinson 36th and Gian 35th. So Thompson 3/10 up on Westover. The battling between these two drivers at certain points yesterday was absolutely superb. Got a little bit hectic, a little bit silly at one point. Now they find themselves 1 and 2 again in the Grand Prix itself. And this is probably what they both anticipated when they looked at the entry list. They both went, could be me versus him when it matters most. And that was not to cry anybody else, but of course Thompson racing in Europe in the CIK class and finishing second in the European Championship, and Westover leading the British Championship in this class. And Angus Moulsdale is leading the European X30 Championship. Then he has not. Well, he's had an up and down weekend. He's in the top 10, is Angus Moulsdale. Where is he? Going through the shot there with the St Andrews cross on top of his crash helmet. Serenetti. Westover, the second fast lap now is back. You can see Mario Mills, the back of the second group, but then into the first hit and Porter 3rd, and there is the red nose cone, the predominantly black numbers of number 96, Alessandro Serenetti, and he has moved from 16th into the top 8. Matthew Birry is 9th, and then behind Matthew Birry there's another pack, and actually Moulsdale is now 9th and Birry is 10th, and those 10 are well clear of everyone else. And Alex Lloyd goes for a ride, and it's not been Alex Lloyd's weekend. He goes for a ride at the short shoot, and there is a black flag. That's the first time we've seen a black flag, and it's a black flag for driver number 98. So Dragon Pinsent receiving a straight black flag, and he receives it about 5 seconds after we see Alex Lloyd spinning backwards into the tyres and carrying on again. So, as I've said many times, I'm not a smart man, but it doesn't take an idiot, which I've been accused of many times of being, to work out 2 + 2 equals black flag. And now Westover and Thompson lead by 7/10 of a second over White. Thompson taking a leaf out of Oliver Hodgson's book, passes Westover for the lead. Going into the Fullerton S's, Samuel White and Morgan Porter right there as well. Behind Porter, Cole Kilner is 6th. Make that 5th in the 73. That silver and dark blue livery kart. Then it's Chesterton, Mills and Serenetti. Fusion, KSR, Coles, M Sport, JM Racing, 698 Racing and BKC Racing, all in this lead group. And Louis Westover getting run a little bit wide there, and he comes back and sweeps at the inside of Porter to hold on to 3rd place. But second goes Sam White, Coles Racing. Now Reed Thompson continues to lead. 4 minutes to go. Wow, this race has absolutely flown by. Further back, see the 42 car, Caden McQueen making a few moves. And some of the drivers have started down at the back. Let's have a little look. Where is, well, Reggie Dewey is up to 12th. 32nd. And Levi Lindecanto, Finnish drivers at the 27th. And oh, there, hang on a sec, there's happenings going on the banking, and it's Sam White who comes out. And I think that Harry Thompson, for a very rare occasion, Harry Thompson finds himself in the unenviable position of being on the outside and freight train to the back of a pack, but they've all conspired to hand it back. And who's that? It's Westover back in front. Porter second, then it's White at the inside of Porter, side by side. Thompson back to fourth, then it's Cole Kilner, Mills, Serenetti and Chesterton. And it's getting a little bit heat 4 out there. And those of you that were watching the last heat of the Junior X30 class will know what I mean. Let's hope that it goes back to being a little bit more heat 3 and heat 2, which are excellent. Westover leads. Porter second. White third. Thompson fourth. There's Moolsdale being chased by Matthew Berry. That's the battle for 9th and 10th. Sean Butcher runs 11th, followed by Reggie Dewey and Thomas Westworth, the Intrepid team. Ben Fayers, Matthew Hudson and Tyler Reed. The leaders come down the hill. Maya Wu, the young Spanish lady, she is 20th. Aaron Brown is up to 19th, the privateer driver who started 35th. And Alex Lloyd is retired, and Dragon Pinsent has been, he has accepted the request of the race officials to cease to race, quite wisely so, considering he probably wants to race again next week. We have Matt Gian and Johnny Wilkins are still recovering from their earlier incident, but we have 34 drivers still running, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Westover, Porter, Thompson the top 3, White 4th, then Kilner, Mills, Serenetti and Chesterton 8 in the lead group, with Angus Moolsdale joining the front. Cole Kilner to the inside of Samuel White for 4th place. He dived out very late there going into the Bruno Ferrari S's, and generally give the driver in front a little bit of warning by pulling out before you get to the braking area, because that's a fast place to have an accident. But Cole Kilner, of course, he races here every month. He knows his track cleanly. And Harry Thompson back to the lead, and there was Thompson making a very strong move there. Westover second. Strong move there from Thompson. Porter third. Kilner fourth. Then Mills, White, Chesterton, Serenetti, Moolsdale and Berry have now caught that. The top 10 are together. And the first kart now not in the lead group is Reggie Dewey. And we're going to see if Reggie comes into our screen. There he comes. Just as he crashed across the grandstand there to see the mechanics. 1 minute to go. So 10 drivers now battle for the lead. It is Thompson, Westover, Porter and Kilner. Are we going to see a second title for Thompson? Are we going to see Porter join Barnacote as the only drivers to do 2 in a day? Are we going to see a first one for Westover? And are we going to see a first one for Kilner and 698? Mills is there as well. There's White. 30 seconds to go. And Kilner sideways. And I think that's done it for the number 73. He's still there, but he's lost a bit of ground. Up at the front, Harry Thompson and Morgan Porter, Louis Westover, Mario Mills now 4th. So Morgan Porter will start the penultimate lap. 10 seconds to go. Next time around, they'll get the last lap board. Thompson, Porter, then a gap to Westover and Mills. Louis Westover, he did so well in the heats. Got another lap and 3/4 to catch and pass the top 2. He's got Mario Mills behind him. Mario Mills, 8th a year ago. Looking to improve on that now. Behind him there's a gap back to White. Serenetti passes White. Kilner goes through as well. Chesterton's not a factor anymore. Neither is Berry and Moolsdale, although they're still all there. Down the short chute. 5 in a row now. Make that 4. Thompson, Porter, Westover and Mills. Then another 6 scrapping for the remaining places in the top 10. The leaders, there's Angus Moolsdale, Matthew Berry. But there's a gap between that group and Serenetti is just marching forward. He's got 5th place in his mind, but the last lap board goes out. So, Thompson or Porter, Westover and Mills will need a bit of luck now. Through the Bruno Ferrari S's under the bridge and out onto the banking, and Porter has caught Thompson. Porter in Thompson's slipstream. Down the hill they come. Thompson checks over his shoulder. That was a good run off the bridge for Thompson though. Porter's not close enough. Into the first hit. Oh, Thompson runs a bit wide there. That was Thompson missing an apex by half a kart length. Has it given Porter the opportunity he needs? Or is that all she wrote? Porter can't do anything into the Fullerton S's. He's going to have to try something special now. He's running out of time. Thompson checks again into the Mike Wilson complex. Porter has got to throw caution to the wind now, and I don't think he's going to do it. Thompson will take his second, and Harry Thompson, the Fusion team, that is, well, count them, three GP plates they've won. They've got Dimitrov, they've got someone else, I don't remember who, but Barnard, I think the third one they've won. And Thompson takes his second. Ben Barnicoat's record remains intact for another race at least. Good stuff there from the front runners. Morgan Porter make two for second. Harry Thompson by 0.2 of a second. Louis Westover finishes on the podium, and there are 16 tickets available to the international finals at Le Mans. They go to Thompson, Porter, Westover and Mills. Samuel White, who finishes 5th. 6th for Alessandro Serenetti. Cole Kilner takes 7th. Angus Moulsdale 8th. Tyler Chester 9th. And Reggie Dewey finishes in the top 10. Sean Butcher was 11th. Thomas Westworth 12th. Ben Fayers 13th. Matthew Hudson 14th. Tyler Reed 15th. And Stephen Dixon, the second 698 racing car, finishes in 16th place. So unofficially, those 16 drivers have all got an invite to the International IAME final at Le Mans.